I tested every funnel so you don't have to. And yes, literally every funnel, VSLs, challenges, tripwires, webinars, quiz funnels, DM scripts, you name it, we built it, and it took over 9 months and more ad spend than I'd like to admit. And you know what I realized? Most of them suck. And unless you're already internet famous, if you've got 1 million followers and you've got a podcast with Tim Ferriss, yeah, almost any funnel can work. But what about the rest of us? What if you're just a great coach who wants more great clients consistently? Let me show you the one funnel that beat everything else every single time, because it's simple, it's clean, and it scales without big ad budgets. Because you've probably heard some version of this. That is, you need a massive following. You need to post more content every single day. You need a team of DM setters and chasing people into the DMs. Because let me break this down for you. A massive following, followers do not equal buyers. Because trust me, I've worked with coaches who have tons of followers, and I've had coaches with quite literally 0 followers. And there's been coaches with 200 followers doing $200,000 a month. And there's coaches with 200,000 followers and they're barely breaking $10,000 a month. The other issue is content every single day. Like, look, sure, if you love content, post it. But if you're treating your business like a full-time content farm just to maybe get clients, that is not a business, that is a plan for burnout. Because also, if you think that you need a team of DM setters, and unless you love awkward conversations with strangers who ghost you and skip it, high trust clients don't buy off cold DMs. They book when they believe that you are the one who can solve their problem. So yeah, none of that builds consistency. It just builds noise. And the world's already too loud. Think about it. So what does work more importantly? And it's what we call the trust engine. It's the highest converting funnel that we've ever tested. And we've installed it in over 200 coaching businesses already, from different niches, from health coaches to business consultants, agency owners, service pros. So if you solve a real problem, it works, because the trust engine is built on 3 things. The 3 things I want you to walk away with and know that you can build for yourself. Number 1, a strong offer. If your offer is weak, no funnel is going to save you. Period. You need an offer that people instantly understand and want right now. And that is where I literally will spend the vast majority of my time building with every single client that comes in. That is what I'm doing so much of the days, because I use the analogy, if I have 4 hours to cut down a tree, let's say I've got 4 hours to build your business, I'm going to spend 3 of those hours sharpening the axe. And those 3 hours sharpening the axe is actually being able to get to the offer and being able to have the communication and articulation of that offer proper. Because when you have that, we want to be able to do what I call smart nurture. Now, this isn't closing in the DMs. This isn't trying to pitch in and get a sale in the first email. You build trust in advance. So when people hit your booking page, when people have a conversation, they're already leaning in. They're ready to show up to buy, not just being curious in it. Because when you have that on top of a clean sales process, where there's no pressure needed, there's no gimmicks, there's no saying crap like there's only 3 spots left, horse manure. There's a simple process that helps serious buyers make serious decisions. Because when you have trust already built at scale, sales becomes easy. Because this isn't theory. We've helped coaches hit $50,000 to $250,000 a month with this system. Not once, not randomly, consistently. One fitness coach went from $32,000 a month to $108,000 a month in 90 days with no change in ad spend. A relationship coach hit $240,000 last quarter, and they were bouncing between funnels for years. And there was a business consultant that went from 0 audience to 21 booked calls in 10 days and closed $40,000. If you've made it this far, seriously, thank you. I appreciate you being here. But real quick, if you are a coach or consultant who wants to be able to build a self-growing business without bloated team, a big ad budget, or working more than 3 hours a day, then make sure that you hit subscribe. Because everything I share here is built for founders just like you. Because it's likely that you are done chasing bigger and ready to build better. So let's get back to it. These aren't unicorns. These are just normal, but really great coaches. They get great results with their clients, but they were just stuck in the wrong strategy. Because the real problem is that most coaches don't have trust anymore. There's too much noise. There's too many broken promises. There's too many 7-figure secrets that actually don't work. And that's why most funnels fail. Not because of your niche, not because of your offer, but because you're marketing into a market that doesn't believe you anymore. And that's perfectly fine. But it's only fine, to be real, when you have built a trust engine that doesn't rely on virality, it doesn't rely on a big team, it doesn't rely on hype or a big ad spend, it relies on trust. And how you engineer trust at scale is what matters. Like, that's what I want you to do. I want you to engineer trust at scale, because trust is what turns browsers into buyers and then into clients and then into referrals. So the question is, what would the trust engine look like inside of your business? Don't need another YouTube video. You need a plan, your offer, your funnel, your numbers, your business. That's what we do. So click the link below, book in a quick demo, and we'll walk you through exactly how to build the trust engine custom to you. We'll map out your numbers from how many leads to what the conversion rates to what kind of revenue you realistically can generate in 30, 60, 90 days. Because best case scenario, you get a system that actually works. Worst case scenario, you walk away with clarity and you just run with the plan yourself, because there is a simple process that I want you to understand. That is, for you to be able to scale your business, I want you to think of these simple systems that you just need to install. I want you to think about and actually realistically be like, what's the work that you want to do? What is your zone of genius? Like, one of the reasons why I started this business, the Rainmakers, was because of a Kanye West quote. Now, I don't know if I should publicly announce that, but it's true. And it was, every artist needs a CEO. Because the way that I see it, why after I sold my multi-7-figure coaching company, I was behind the scenes of 7, 8, and 9-figure info businesses. I've been paid up to $25,000 a month per client to be able to act as their chief revenue officer. And it's all because of something really simple. It's because of a process of understanding where is the choke point in your business right now. How do you have an offer that is going to get you in front of the right people, get them to understand that you are actually the person that can solve them compared to every other person that's trying to jam something down their throat. And more importantly, for you to be in your zone of genius. You shouldn't be doing everything. If you're writing copy, building funnel pages, running your ad manager, trying to edit your videos, doing the posting, then you're doing coaching calls, and you're trying to figure out your admin and your finances and your QuickBooks and all that stuff, that sounds horrible to me. And I know, because I've been there before, and that's why I want you to have a process to be able to build what it is that you want. And I want you to think about this. This is the process for you to be in your zone of genius and to have your business have the systems around you so that you can earn the money that you want, doing the work that actually lights you up, helping people with the work that you really love. And you don't need to stress about your income goal. You don't need to stress about where leads are coming from. You don't need to stress about where clients are coming from. That's the whole point. And that is why I want you to actually don't click off and go watch another video, listen to another podcast. Yeah, I want you to click the link, book in a demo. We'll show you exactly how it works. Yeah, of course. But really, I want you to use this right now and think about how and where you have gaps in your business and what's needed for you to be able to solve those. That's it.
All right, that's it for today. And if this did hit home for you today, and if you are building a business that's meant to give you more money and more freedom, then I want you to be able to do 2 things before you go. 1, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because you're a bummer if you missed out on everything else to come. Number 2, grab the link in the description and be able to book in your free demo so you can see the exact systems, the exact process, and you can be able to install it inside of your business. Because remember, this channel is for coaches and creators who want a daily income, simple systems, and to be able to take time off. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.